Hello, this is Dr.Neeraj, Assistant Professor, and today I have chosen my topic for this video, forms of poetry. As this topic is very wide and large to cover in this very short video, so only one form of poetry has been taken, and that is sonnet. Sonnet is very popular form of poetry, and we have read sonnets written by William Shakespeare, Wordsworth, Milton, and through those sonnets we have come through the themes of those sonnets. Those are very enriching and mind opening. So from the very beginning I would like to start from the history. The word sonnet has come from the Italian word sonetto, which means a little song. As it is known to all of us that it is a short poem of 14 lines. uh, Petrarchan is known as the, you can say, the main person who popularized this form of poetry. But as far as the matter of his founder, or you can say the first person who introduced it into the literature, that is something else. That is not Petrarch. That is Giacomo da Lentini. So, but as Petrarchan has written many sonnets, so this form of poetry had become very popular in those times. So it is called after his name as a Petrarchan sonnet. This type of sonnet has been divided into the two parts. One is known as octave, and the second part of this sonnet is known as a sustate. So octave contains 8 lines and sustate contains 6 lines. In octave, there is a pattern of the poet that he has to ask some questions, some queries has been risen in the mind of the readers. And in the later part of the sonnet, that is known as a sustate, answer has been given in the form of you can say the poetic lines, and it is quite enriching to know that the question has been risen and the answer has also been given in that part. And when the poet shifts from the eighth line to the ninth line, that gap is known as the volta. As far as the matter of the rhyming scheme of this type of form of poetry, that is known as a Petrarchan sonnet, that is ABBA, ABBA, CDE, DCE. So this type of poetry was quite famous, and the second type of this form, sonnet, is known as the English sonnet. It is also known as a Shakespearean sonnet. It is known Shakespearean sonnet as that type of the sonnet is known as a Petrarchan sonnet, because this type of sonnet has been written by Shakespeare, and he had made this type of sonnet so much popularized among the readers that they started to name it after his name. So, Shakespearean sonnet is divided into 4 parts, you can say the 3 quatrains and 1 couplet. So, quatrain contains 4 lines and couplet contains 2 lines. In quatrains, as we have seen in the Petrarchan sonnet, the question, the you can say the subject matter, the problem has been risen by the poet, and the last 2 lines, that is known as the couplet, and that is the gist of the whole sonnet, in which we have come through the main part of the poem, main part of the sonnet, and that is quite important to read it aloud. So as far as the matter of is rhyming scheme is concerned, it is different from the Petrarchan sonnet. It is as A B A B, C D C D, E F E F, and G G. So it is different from the Petrarchan sonnet, but both type of the sonnets are quite famous in their own times. There is a one thing to know. I want to add in your knowledge that before Shakespeare in England. They are the two person who are known as the pioneer and who started to write. Those are Thomas Watt and Earl of Surrey. And after that, Shakespeare had come to the scene and made this form of poetry quite popular among the readers. And Shakespeare have written 126 sonnet that were dedicated to W.H. And who is also known as the Earl of the Southampton, and 28 sonnets have been dedicated to Dark Lady. So overall, he had written 154 sonnets in all. After Shakespeare, Milton, Wordsworth also came to the fore, but they followed the Petrarchan sonnet form of in their poems. They have their own choice to adopt. They followed Petrarchan type of sonnet, and after that, a new type of sonnet came to the fore, and that is introduced by G.M. Hopkins. That is known as a curtal sonnet, and it doesn't contain 14 lines. It contains only 10 and a half lines, and that's why it is known as the curtal sonnet. As far as the matter of its themes are concerned, they may be religious, they may be love, and some didactic themes. So, in the end, I would like to say that this kind of, or we can say this form of poetry was quite popular and is still popular in modern times also. That and its popularity is quite seen when we see the syllabus of the you can say the colleges or the university. They are quite impressed by this fact that it should be in the syllabus, that students should know about that what is this form of poetry. So thank you very much.